Hey guys, so we have here in front of you is a headless simulator running on the cloud, your own cloud, which is pretty damn cool. I mean, it's time for us to own the cloud. I mean, how many years of us running rather on our computer simulators or builds or signing or using cloud providers for signing, for building, um, for simulators, which is something new, but is really powerful for what is happening with agentic coding and testing. So what you see here is Baguette. If you hadn't heard of it, it's a headless iOS simulator management platform. Pretty cool. This is the first of its kind that works with React Native. So really powerful stuff. Just want to show that this is what I have set up. We have Mac in the cloud, so this changes everything. I don't know if all of the providers have this accessibility and flexibility. By that I mean that we have had a problem on the community because renting a Mac is expensive. So what providers like Expo would do is they rent these machines or they own them, and it's a different game. If you want to use this or rent it on AWS, it's like 24 hours at least, pretty expensive, probably $100 or plus on that range. And we have providers like Mac in the cloud, there are others, but where you can rent by the hour and it's $1. So what is going on? I mean, this is what I'm talking about, having your own machine and doing whatever you want, $1 in 1 hour. What is my take on this? You can make builds, and sometimes it happens that you can use platforms like GitHub, where you could also on continuous integration put in a build and that will go through GitHub and their Mac instances. But that is a little bit constrained, and if you use it, you will find out that things that EAS does for you, like signing the app, having it ready with the correct profile for you to push this to the App Store even, is not there. But thankfully, we have this amazing project that should change that, and it's gonna empower you to own the whole stack. So with ASC, you pass in your P8 key file and you have access to the whole App Store suite of tools as a developer. So that means that while you have on your Mac in the cloud the ability to make builds, this enables you to push forward and enable those builds to be signed, to be pushed to the App Store, to be passed through review, and much more. You can update your screen, get back reviews, make fixes around that, push for the pricing setup of your subscription, and much more. At least that's what I've been playing around with. So again, all those conveniences of EAS are gone, and you have a much powerful suite of constructs for you to easily prompt to your agent through this CLI. That CLI runs on your own cloud, rented by the hour, which in my example enables you to run things like Baguette. It is a simple setup here where what it happens is that I have a bash script that runs into this Apple Silicon Mac. It will turn it into a remote simulator host. That SSH session, it's installed the Baguette binary, but at the same time it's booting the iOS simulator, so there's work around that. This instance does have the latest Xcode version, so that works. And finally we go with Baguette serve and we bound to a specific port of that service. After that, what comes next is we are gonna make a proxy and link that SSH localhost back into my machine, and that is why you can see that I am here on localhost running this, which is pretty interesting. So how it goes for me is AI is going too fast to make our investment in or the lack of investment in our own infrastructure to run our machines, to run our setups around what agents can be pushed into this AI agentic flow. So I'm thinking about using agent device, having testing, having Maestro, having our own builds, our own signing, multiple of these running as background agents, and so much more. I'm pretty excited, really happy to see Project Light Baguette. We have to give a shout out to the project, and I'm betting on this one. But yeah, I mean, what a time to be alive. Like, we're getting back control of our own infrastructure in the cloud on a timing that is much more needed for us to do whatever we want with agents and push it to new heights, because it is being developed by the day. So I don't want a SaaS provider, in a way, export from a framework. It has turned into a SaaS provider for builds to happen into something that I own, or something uniquely specific to my needs as a developer or as a startup. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be fun. I hope to release this soon, but until then, see you on the next one.